it's Chris from Epix Systems again. A question that we get on a semi-regular basis from some of our customers is how to move a purchase order from one job to another. So the aim of this video is to try and answer that question for you. Now we'll break the video into two parts. The first part will be for a purchase order where the item has not yet been delivered, and the second part will be the same sort of process but for the purchase order where the items have been delivered. So we'll begin with the items that haven't been delivered. So if we step into a purchase order, such as this one here, if we scroll down we can see that there is an ordered value on the financial summary here for £130, and as we scroll down to the lines we can see in the green order lines section over here that the ordered value is in, it's not yet been delivered or invoiced, but over here, crucially, it is connected to a job. So the AMS ticket number, the blue reference here, is a job reference. So when we click onto that, that takes us into this particular job here. Similarly, from the job sheet, we can scroll down to the purchase order section and we can bounce back to the purchase order by clicking the reference here. So the question we have from a lot of our customers is, how do I move this purchase order to another job? Well, very simple in this case because the items have not yet been delivered. So from within the purchase order, we simply go down to the order lines section and click on the edit pencil. We go to the order lines here to then edit the lines that you want to move. So if there are more than one line, then you'll need to change each of those, but in this case there is just the one, and I press the edit pencil here. And then what I do is I remove the AMS ticket number that's in there and I put in there the new job number. So as I put that new job number in, you can see here in the live search it has found the job number that I want to move that to. So I simply select that and I press update to change that, and then I press continue. And now we can see here the job reference, the ticket number against that line is now showing the different jobs. So if I was to click into that one, we can see now that this is a completely different job. Now if the purchase order has been delivered, and so we scroll down here, we can see that the delivered is the same as the ordered, so we have had a delivery and the items have been uplifted to be costs on the job, then you can't just edit the lines. So I'll show you that now. So in the order lines section here, we can see here that they have been delivered and they've been delivered to this job. So if we click into that job and then we scroll down to the parts section on the job, we can see here the costs on this job are the £130 from this purchase order. They've been uplifted as a cost on the job. So you can't just move that, because what will happen then is if we did allow you to do that, you'd end up with the purchase order somewhere else, but the costs still applied to this job. So before you can do the moving of the purchase order from one job to the next, you will first need to remove the delivery or reverse the delivery of the items. So to do that, we would step back into the purchase order where the items belong, and you would press the record delivery button just like you did before to record the original one. And from in here you would put in a delivery note number. I would often go with, say, the one that you've just put in to do the actual delivery, so we'll do something like that, and I put a -REV for reverse so that we know that this one was done to reverse the delivery. The date that you're doing it, of course, and then all you do is you simply put in the this delivery column here for any of the items a negative of the number that's been previously delivered. So in this case we delivered 1, so in this column here there'd be a -1, and if there would be 10 order lines, you'd need to repeat that for anything that you delivered to the job. So if this said a 10, then this would be -10. Once you've finished, continue. So now once the delivery or the reverse delivery has been recorded, back onto the purchase order, we'll see here in the financial summary that the delivered item has disappeared. The total value delivered is now 0, and if we click into the job that this purchase order relates to, the green cost line section that previously showed the uplifted cost parts as we can see, has disappeared, and there are no costs anymore on this job. So we can now, using the skills you've just previously seen at the beginning of this video, we can edit the order lines to point to the new job. So to begin with that process, we would click back into the purchase order, scroll down and click to edit the order lines, click to edit the line, and then we would put in here the new job reference, pressing update, then press continue, and that has now moved the order line to the new job. And now to get the costs uplifted back to where they were with the delivery recorded, all we do, we press record delivery again, enter our delivery note reference number, so I tend to stick a correction.corr on the end just to again identify that that is a corrected delivery note. Again, we would put the delivery date and the status of the order, and then we just put the delivered quantity back again. So where the ordered quantity was 1 and we'd previously had a 1 and taken it away, we're putting that back. We press continue, and again, if the parts convert, you might see this screen automatically, you might not. I'm going to convert these parts. So now on our purchase order we can see they have been delivered. If we scroll down to the new job, you can see on here that we've got some uplifted parts. There's the cost lines that relate to that, and there's the purchase order that's been moved to this job. Naturally, the second example where the delivery had already been made is a little bit more lengthy in the process to reverse it, in that we have to reverse the deliveries that you made first of all, then move the line, and then re-record those deliveries. But as I explained before the example, that's very necessary to make sure that we don't end up with costs duplicated across the system across multiple jobs. So by doing it in this way, we take the delivery and the parts and the costs that go with them from the purchase order and ultimately the job, and we move them to the new one so that the costs and the purchases belong in the same place. Any questions on this at all, don't hesitate to give me a shout.